Pakistan's troubling times do not seem to end anytime soon as the country continues to reel under economic pressure. Its closest ally, Saudi Arabia, has decided to change the no-strings-attached aid policy. Saudi Arabia, which has since long bailed out Pakistan from its financial troubles, has now asked Islamabad to implement economic reforms if it wants to continue to receive aid in the future from the kingdom. The Saudi Arabian finance minister has announced Riyadh's change in stance at the recently concluded World Economic Forum in Davos. The minister, however, said that the previously made commitments won't come under the purview of the new global aid policy. The policy definitely puts Pakistan under more pressure. Islamabad is already awaiting an IMF approval on the reforms to get the $7 billion bailout package as the cash-strapped nation fights against defaulting on the payment of external loans. The IMF has confirmed that a team will visit Pakistan soon to help to discuss the relief package. Pakistan secured a $6 billion IMF bailout in 2019, which was topped up with another $1 billion last year. However, the disbursements were stalled in November as Pakistan failed to make progress on fiscal consolidation and economic reforms. Pakistan was required to pay back $23 billion in the current fiscal year. While it had already paid back $15 billion, it is still required to pay $8 billion in the second half of the period of the current fiscal year. Now, for more on this, we are being joined by Raja Faisal, who is a journalist and columnist who is joining us from Islamabad. Thank you very much for being with us. Now, what could be the implications if an all-weather friend like Saudi Arabia decides against bailing out Pakistan, as it has done many times in the past?
Well, there are, of course, implications that we will be seeing that Pakistan's economy would be badly hit. Of course, it is hit right now. But if we talk about Saudi Arabia, of course, we know that in Pakistan's 75 years of history, Saudi Arabia has always stood firmly with Pakistan. And of course, once more, Pakistan is expecting from a brotherly country like Saudi Arabia to assist it in obviously, countering the economic crisis we are immediately seeing in coming future. But of course, if they don't, then there are serious implications for Pakistan, and Pakistan's economy will be suffering. We can only hope that if Saudi Arabia can help Pakistan at this hour, and that can be only possible through if, of course, once more, Pakistan can utilize its strategic location. And we know that in recent past, Saudi Arabia was having a good relation with China. And if somehow China and Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, they can sit together for something in coming future, that can be possible that Saudi Arabia once more can help Pakistan. But at the current, political situation, looking at the current political situation of Pakistan, of course, it is quite edgy for Pakistan that Saudi Arabia is not, giving any support to Pakistan.
Right. And Raja, how deep is the present financial crisis in Pakistan, in your opinion?
It is very deep, and of course we know that Pakistan is expecting an IMF visit as well. Representatives from IMF, they will be visiting Pakistan from 31st of this month to 9th of February, which means that they will be bringing a new, tariffs for Pakistan. Of course, taxation can see an increase. And if we talk about power tariff, that can increase as well. This will directly affect the middle class and lower middle class of Pakistan, which, of course, will be an extra burden on Pakistan's population, and inflation would rise, and it would further deepen the current economic crisis which is being faced by people of Pakistan and Pakistan at this hour. But here I would like to mention that in last year's floods. Of course, Pakistan has, it was estimated by Pakistan's independent authorities as well, that from 35 to 40 billion dollars of loss which Pakistan bore last year. And of course, I'm someone who personally visited Balochistan, who personally visited Sindh while flood relief was being, taken out to the people out there. And I personally know that around 30% of the population, of course, it was hit out there, and it's a huge number. And I think that has played a key role to worsen the current economy of Pakistan. To me, if the immediate help reaches to Pakistan from the friendly countries of Pakistan, this is the only way Pakistan can get out of these troubles. But as we are already, hearing the vibes that IMF would be proposing to the government to increase the taxes, to increase, power tariffs, of course, it would reach towards inflation, and it would directly further affect the Pakistan's economy.
Absolutely, Raja. Thank you very much for your analysis there on all the latest coming out of Pakistan.
Thank you.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.